Coach Kim, the seasoned personal trainer. We're going to be talking about 5 exercises for seniors to lose belly fat. Remember, nutrition is key, and we'll talk more about that later. Always consult with your physician before starting a new exercise program. Jack LaLanne, the godfather of fitness, once talked about hangovers. He says, you know the best way to get rid of a hangover? And no, it's not the kind of hangover you're thinking about. But when you don't exercise or don't eat properly, things start to hang over. So I'm here to talk about losing belly fat. Nutrition is key. Also, remember that having excess body fat is, we all know it's not good. It contributes to heart disease and diabetes, stroke, and certain diseases. So it's really, really important that you not only strengthen these muscles by exercising it, what I'm going to show you these 5 amazing exercises, but also proper nutrition. Eat those fruits and vegetables and shop the outer perimeters of the store. So let's go ahead and get started. This is an incline plank, so please grab a chair, something sturdy that won't move on you or without wheels. Put a pillow or fold up a towel, and we're going to go down on your forearms. We're going to get in a plank position. Your head's in line with your body. I want your palms up, hands separate from each other on the balls of the feet, and notice how my tummy's nice and tight. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds starting now. Yes, we got our timer ticking. You're breathing in your nose and out your mouth. Now, the higher up you go on this chair or a chair, it's going to be easier. The lower into the ground would be the goal ultimately, if you can, and that would be much harder. So breathing in your nose, out your mouth, you're pulling your belly button into spine. You're doing great. You've only got 15 seconds. So breathing in your nose, out your mouth, and I want you to think about those fresh fruits and vegetables. So breathing in, breathing out, and that's 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay, now you can put that chair away. We're getting ready. The next 4 exercises we're going to do on the ground. So let's go ahead and move your yoga mat or your beach towel to the ground. All right, working on the number 2 exercise after that incline plank warmed up the core. So we're going to work on something called the dead bug. Kind of a funny name for it. Yeah, I'll probably have to get the bug spray out, but this is a great core exercise for, especially if you have a lower back or neck issue. So I want your head to relax completely on the floor. You'll put your legs up right up here to 90 degree. And what I'd like you to do is have your palms up, and our palms are facing each other. Your head's relaxed, your back is flat. Now, this is a brain exercise as well, but you can do this. As your left leg goes down, your right arm goes behind you. See what I'm doing right here? Opposite arm, opposite leg. Then come back up, or just a little practice one before we put the timer on for 30 seconds. And then the opposite. See what I'm doing right here? Yes, you'll get this. I don't want any stinking thinking, no negative thinking. So let's get ready for 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Remember, opposite arm, opposite leg. Come back up, alternating. Good. Opposite arm. And if you happen to do the same arm, same leg, just do a little reset at the top. This is the reset. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Very nice. Keep your back flat as you lower that leg out. Good. Is your head relaxed? Put the tongue behind the roof of your mouth. Come back up. Beautiful. Breathing. Never hold your breath. Breathing in your nose, out your mouth. And that's 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Give your knees a nice little stretch in to stretch that lower back. Perfect. So now we're going to move on to the next exercise. It is a modified bicycle crunch. I'm going to show you the easier version, the harder version. So we're going to start with the easier version with the knees bent, hands behind the head, chin off the chest. Pretend you have a tennis ball under that chin, okay? So you're going to take opposite arm, elbow to opposite knee, and then come back down. What I don't want you to do is this, okay? That's a neck up and you're looking for a neck ache. Wait, nobody wants a neck ache there. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Notice how my eyes are to the ceiling. I'm supporting my neck. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the opposite. So that is a nice version, especially if you have back issues. If you want the harder version, legs up at a 90 degree, and you alternate just like this, thinking about your abs, not about the dry cleaners, the grandkids, or the kids. So let's get ready for 30 seconds. You pick which one works for you, the modified one with the knees bent or the legs up. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Exercise number 3. Oh, we're going to strengthen those abs and to lose that belly fat. Remember to do 1 round of these to start, all 5 exercises for 30 seconds, and then move up to 2 rounds of 30 seconds, and to focus on nutrition. Yes, I'm going to keep talking about that because that's a big part of losing the belly fat. Download a free app called MyFitnessPal. There's another one called Lose It, and it's a food journal. I want you to write it down. Write down everything you eat and drink. And 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hug the knees to chest. Hold, hold, hold. Nice. So the next one's going to be a side plank with a kickstand. And let me explain what I mean by a kickstand, and I'll show you the harder, easier version. Most of you, and I actually prefer it this way as well, you're going to use a kickstand, which means that bottom knee is going to be directly underneath you. My arm is at a 90 degree with my forearm on the ground, hand on the hip. The other leg is straight out on top. The leg that's on top is straight. So it looks like this. You're going to hold yourself up, and then you're just going to let your hip dip and lift. So it's going to touch the ground and then come back up. You ready for this? I know it's not easy. We'll start with 15 seconds each side, and then we can work up to where you're doing 30 seconds each side. Here we go. And actually the harder way will be this way. Here to here. And if some of you are rock stars to do that version, it does put a little more load on the shoulder, more power to you. But I believe most of us will be using a kickstand. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lift up, dip down and up. Very nice. And I keep talking about that nutrition thing, the fruits and vegetables, lean meats, eggs, and watch your portions. Eat like you live on an island, okay? Does your food grow in the ground? Does it swim in the sea? Does it run around? Does it grow in a tree? Let's switch sides. Whew. Do a little break dance to the other side. Put the knee directly underneath your other leg, arm at a 90 degree, check, check, head forward, lift and lower, ready, go. 15 seconds, down and up. And if you found 15 seconds was too easy, you can work up to doing, like I said, 20 seconds each side and ultimately 30 seconds on each side. Lift and lower. Start with baby steps. You'll get there. Down and up. And hold. Good. Drop it back down. Perfect. How you feeling? Yes, it might hurt to laugh tomorrow. It'll be all my fault, but I promise you will get stronger and better from doing this. Shoot for doing this 3 times a week would be perfect. All right, reverse crunch. Targeting the lower stomach. This is where all the margaritas and chips like to go. But we only do that once in a while. So hands by your side, legs bent, heads relaxed. Watch me first before we start that timer, please. Hands by your side, you're gonna lift up both knees. Keep your back flat as you lower the legs nice and slow. Keeping the legs bent protects the back, and it really activates the core big time when you keep that back flat into a little pelvic tilt, okay? And if it still bothers your back, remember you can always just do one knee alternating at a time. So pick what works for you. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Reverse crunch. Lift up. Go down nice and slow. Keep your back flat. I've got the timer going. You don't have to think. You don't have to count. I just want you to suck in that gut and think about all those nice green vegetables we're going to be eating tonight. So lift up. Go down slow. Keep your back flat, back flat, back flat. Yes. 10 more seconds. Lift. Down slow, keep the legs bent. Ready? Up. Last one. Down, nice and slow, back flat, boom. How's that feeling? All right, you just finished one full round of 30 seconds each of the 5 exercises. So when you feel up to it, go ahead and do a second round when you're feeling a little stronger. And for those of you that are rock stars, you feel like hey, I'm ready to do that 3rd round, work up to that and you're welcome to do that. So 1 to 3 rounds, 30 seconds each. Good luck with you. You've got this.